Is China using The Art of War by Sun Tzu in the West Philippine Sea, or is it the Philippines? For those who are not familiar, The Art of War is like an ancient military strategy handbook or guide written by a general and military strategist named Sun Tzu in the Chinese army during the 5th century BC, during the Eastern Zhou Dynasty. The art of war might be ancient, but most of the military schools and military generals still find it useful even during World War II and other world conflicts. It is even considered useful for ordinary people if the lessons are applied on how to win against their daily struggles in life. One of the military strategies mentioned by Sun Tzu in his Art of War was to appear weak when you are strong and strong when you are weak. Considering this strategy in the conflict, or bullying of China in the West Philippine Sea, is the Philippines trying to appear weak to China because it is not fighting back despite of the many harassments made by the Chinese coast guards and militia vessels? Or is the Philippines really weak? Chinese coast guards sprayed water cannons multiple times on Philippine vessels, physically attacked and injured the Philippine coast guards and fishermen, rammed and damaged the Philippine Coast Guard vessel, and fired flares on Philippine airplane. But despite all of these, the Philippines never physically retaliated. Many people ask why, including Filipino citizens. Is it possible that the Philippines is keeping its reactions conservative as of the moment, because the Philippine government is making preparations like upgrading its armed forces, forging alliances with other nations, and overall preparations before going to war? It is something everyone can possibly agree, that unless China will withdraw its claim to the entire sea in the region, there will be war that will happen soon, a war that will involve and affect all nations. Possible World War III. No country in Asia in their right mind will agree that the entire sea in the region will be owned by China. The US and countries in Europe will also never want that to happen, because that will mean China will be in control of the trades in the region. The only way for China to own that sea is if after the war it will become victorious. Going back to that strategy in The Art of War by Sun Tzu, is China trying to appear strong because it is weak, or China is really confident that it is strong enough and cannot be defeated?